excited about this.
Okay,
The
so I
floor is
decided to
yours.
go with the meme feature. So power rankings powered through memes. Okay,
Okay.
so we're gonna start first off with my team. This is me. This is how I feel the last couple of weeks and this week already with Thursday night coming on. So really feel good about the end of the year. I have a lot of rumors that could potentially turn on at any point. I have a bunch of people on IR that are first and second round picks. However, things don't look great right now. So I just need to not be 0-6, 0-7, and I should be able to kind of crawl into the playoffs.
Yes.
But this is fine. The house is on fire. This is how I feel right now at all times. I feel like that on Thursday night watching Debo Samuels get 80 targets from probably the worst quarterback I've ever seen. So, number 10,
Accurate.
it can only go up from here. Tom Cruise's Witchcraft. And this is JC. And I think it was funny because it's not funny. He lost Nick Chubb. That was his best player. This player he spent the most on.
You hate
He
to see
had
it.
he had a chance to keep JT. He's like, Brandon, you have fun with him this year. That was his words, not mine. And the irony in this is he's going to play more games than Nick Chubb is this year. I don't know how this is going to work out, but unfortunately, he lost his best player. The rest of the team is very mid. I wish him the best. I don't think it's going to work out at this point. He had a good team. Losing Nick Chubb, very challenging. I know we have time crunch here, so we're going to keep moving on.
No
Number
worries,
8,
this is great.
Ocean Gate Titans. It looks like I forgot to draft good players. Can I have yours? And Mitch always seemed, the last couple of years, has really drafted pretty mad teams, but
Yeah.
he always finds a way to trade in the middle of the season to become a playoff contender or someone who makes it all the way to the finals. He is the classic story of the guy who obtains a paperclip and exchanges it for a house through
Oh,
various
okay. I
trades,
see. I see. Yep.
and he always does it. He drafts a little questionable. He leaves like $80 on the table. Very weird. But he already got Garrett Wilson. Who knows? Aaron Rodgers might come back through some sort of witchcraft in October. That trade looks a little questionable.
Yeah. How strong is ayahuasca? No one knows.
We don't know. We won't know until he plays. So Mitch coming in at number 8. He's my paperclip trader. It's not a knock on his ending team. It's a little funny how he drafts.
Yep.
Fun fact, everyone left $160 on the table for draft money this year. That is like an entire player not even like drafting.
Oh yeah, I
So
agree. 100%. Yep.
kind of weird how this league auctions. I wanted to pump it a little bit here, so he's gonna pop in. Yep, there we go. Recommendations.
This is excellent.
Number 7, and how can't I use this meme for this guy? Aging running backs, Brad. He's got Josh Jacobs, who had over 400 carries last year. Anyone that has had 400 carries the next year usually doesn't finish any better than above a RB20. He has Derrick Henry behind the worst line in the league. Literally the worst line in the league. He's 29 years old. Eckler, 29 years old. When's he going to play? No one knows. Hopefully he does his best. That's his coach's words, not mine. Jahmyr Gibbs, apparently the coaches hate him right now. Could have had DeAndre Swift. He's in Philly. Hopefully that works out for me. Brad has 2 good wide receivers. This is a house on stilts. But meme game has been really good lately.
Yeah, really interactive. I love it. And again, apologize to the viewers. I did not know this was coming, so the screen is split a little bit, so you won't be able to see full images here. But I think we're capturing a lot of what we need to here.
It's Kanye West getting head on the gun.
Yeah, that the team names I think are cut off a little bit, but keep going. I'm not ruining your flow. It's perfect. We're seeing what we need to see.
And that's what we need. Number 6, Ham Bones. And this isn't a knock on his team necessarily. It just has a lot of Bears on it. And I need to take a second to complain for him about the Bears. The Bears had $100,000 worth of lawn equipment stolen from their stadium last night.
I heard about that.
Every single day this week has been a dumpster fire for the Chicago Bears. Their GM is disgusting and terrible. No one's going to say it. I will say it for them. The Chicago Bears are a dumpster fire. However, somehow they produce pretty good fantasy players. I think Justin Fields will turn it around. I think Randy is a fringe playoff team. Roshan Johnson, he's on his bench. He's a groomer. Going to be really good by the end of the year, if not any sooner. DJ Moore going to catch a bunch of passes behind the line of scrimmage every single time. 5, 10, 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage, but really yak.
Yeah, and it's a point every time he catches it, no matter where he catches it.
no matter where he catches it. And then he takes it to the house or whatever. Never going to catch it downfield because Fields doesn't really do that. But behind the line of scrimmage, really fucking good. Really fucking good. And he has David Montgomery too. So 4 Bear alumni or Bear currents. But the Bears are terrible, and we need to take that time because eventually they're going to get Caleb Williams because they're so bad, and we need to take this time to trash them. If Jordan Love had lost that game, we'd be hearing it nonstop. I don't apologize for anything. By the way, I'm thankful we don't have this guy, Chase Claypool. This is what he did this offseason. He didn't weightlift or anything. He just went to like Italy and dressed in like very hold sweaters. So every day I really think that he's not a Packers. But Hambones, going to be a fringe playoff team. Glad we don't have Chase Claypool. Moving on. The dudes abide. I was going to spend a lot of time on this team, actually. I was going to spend like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to spend like less than a minute.
Okay.
So, hard pill to swallow. You can't start 3 quarterbacks. You can't do it. You can draft them, sure. You can have 2 on the bench. You can try to trade them. You can try to hold them. But that's very valuable real estate that you're holding for anything else, really. Especially when it's Russell Wilson, whose coach seems like he really hates him, and vice versa. But really good team. He has Lamar Jackson, DK Metcalf, steroids, kind of a kinky guy. I've been watching wrestling on Netflix. It's Wrestlers, really good show. Actually, it's about Al Snow in Ohio. Wrestling, Baxter, tied together. I really recommend the show. Anyway, we're moving on. I was going to talk more about that team, but call me a vagina. Real champs. So with Joe Burrow, very strong team. With Kirk Cousins, it's probably not as bad as this meme seems because the guy's on pace to like break records passing because his team is awful.
Yeah.
But John's got a good team. I hate that he calls himself the real champ because like at one point I was the real champ,
Sure.
but not really. But I get it because Lehman didn't really draft his team, and he really matured this year when he drafted his team, and I appreciated that. But John, decent team. I don't remember who was on it, but I remember Joe Burrow's not on it. We're not playing. I hope he comes up better. Hot Ones, great episode, John. Keep that up. Okay, we're gonna go to the Slow White Broncos.
Wow. Okay.
This isn't necessarily a meme about him. It's a meme about me. And it's me watching Demo Samuels get a touchdown after almost dying. And it's going to be a really tough battle this week. I feel like I've had chances. I would have beaten last week by 0.4 points. Would have been kind of funny. The schedule makers didn't make it out that way. ETN going to have a really good week this week. Patrick Mahomes against the Bears. It's going to be disgusting. Really disgusting. Terrible. They should arrest him after the game of what he's going to do to the Chicago Bears. Who else is on that team? DeAndre Hopkins is dust. I'm just going to call that now. Yeah. And Godwin with Baker isn't that much better. So it's going to be a close battle. Starting out with 25 points with he is probably his best player. We'll see. Calvin Ridley against Noah Stingley in Houston. Jamar Chase with maybe Jake Browning. Maybe he turns it up because he's been sticking with Burrow. It's going to be a close game. It's going to come down to Monday night. Hopefully Swift is the lead back again because Kenny Gainwell sucks, Brad. He's terrible. That's all I have to say. But Dylan's got a good team. A lot of parity in this league, really, as I was going through the parity.
Now, Dillman beat me by a field goal week 1, which I'm upset about. So he really should be not 2-0. Second lowest points against. Something to consider. And again, I don't want to call Dillman out, but he beat me by a field goal, so I'm upset. That's the only reason I'm going to call it out. Very low points, 4 as well. But I respect your ranking. Still mad about the field goal, 50-yarder.
Maybe it's just I feel like he's just cucking me right now. I don't know.
Could be.
All right. I'm going to start with your team. So starters. So number 2 overall, you got a really strong team. Getting the starters really good. Really neglecting the bench.
Oh, yeah.
And then puking the coup away at the bottom there when Cup comes back. But we'll see.
This is a perfect meme. I love it.
The guy's been unreal so far. I think he's got like almost 30 targets. But, yeah, you got a really strong team. I think dumping Garrett Wilson as early as you did, just getting that shit out of here fast. I thought you did a good job there.
Yeah, thank you. Team. I just didn't want to watch the Jets anymore, and he was the only reason I had to watch the Jets.
But your pickups have been fantastic. Raheem Mostert has been good. We'll see what happens when that state changes. But, yeah, good team. We'll see what happens when the buys come around. But, yeah, up to a good start and what it looks like so far. And then we'll finish it with really proud of this guy. He went and he drafted starters, great starters. He actually drafted the team. He has a defense bench. And you look like Lehman drafted this team, not someone helping him or putting a pacifier in his mouth or anything like that. He's got a good team so far. I even looked at his bench. It's like it looked terrible 2 weeks ago, but all of a sudden Nico Collins, they're throwing the ball like 60 times a game because they're terrible. He looks really strong. He got rid of T. Higgins, like that might burn him, maybe. I don't know. He had like 30 points last week almost, but he's got a strong team. If you build this team on DraftKings, you're already starting with the number one quarterback and the top two wide receivers. And then you'd be filling out the rest of the team with $3,000 players. So it sucks, but here we are.
Strong.
He's strong. Yep. He's strong. And that's it. I just want to say Baxter has DK Metcalf on his team. If I didn't say that, I think I did. I know he has 3 quarterbacks. I just want to make sure that we're giving him enough time on the stream.
I understand why you're saying that now. Yes, he did complain that he did not get enough face time. It makes sense now.
Yep.
I absolutely love that.
He's got Pollard. That was a great pickup last year. That was kind of garbage, but now it's really good. Yeah, good job, Bax, I guess, if you need your ego stroked. But yeah, nice work.
Absolutely amazing.
That's my power rankings.
All right. I love that. One of the best I've seen yet. All right. So we'll move on to the bet of the week. Just looking at both our teams, and you actually brought him up. T. Higgins, actually now on my team. You have Jamar Chase, his counterpart. Unsure if Joe Burrow is going to be the quarterback. ESPN rankings, which I use because that's the league or the platform we use, has him at 19. I believe they have T. Higgins at 14. So obviously, I think you see where this is going. Who will score more points, Jamar Chase or T. Higgins on Monday Night Football? With Jamar Chase getting +5 on the bet. So the odds would be Jamar Chase +5, giving T. Higgins that extra 5 points. So, do you want to take T. Higgins or Jamar Chase?
We'll just go head to head. We'll go Jamar Chase versus T. Higgins.
With the +5?
I don't love the +5, but I understand it. So I'll go with the +5.
If you can negotiate if you want.
I would like to see even, considering T. Higgins has already dumped on him so far. And
yeah, I think he has about quadruple the points as Jamar Chase so far this season. Yeah, small sample size.
It should be a pop. It should be a pop week now for Jamar Chase, but we'll see what happens.
So let's put it at 2 points. Let's go somewhere in the middle. All right. Again, anyone else that wants to take Jamar Chase +2, text me for $5 bet there. Excellent. All right, one bold prediction. Let me know what it is. It can be about the NFL, about our league. What is your prediction?
Washington Commanders win the NFC East.
Oh my God, I love it. I like these division predictions. They're my favorite. So Commanders win NFC East.
I've gotten a lot of shit for having Commanders on my team, but their offense isn't that bad. And yeah, they're 2-0 so far.
And they've got to beat out the Cowboys and the Eagles.
Yep.
All right.
They got to do it.
That is a very bold prediction. I absolutely love it. Considered one of the strongest divisions in the NFC. Commanders.
Isn't that the division like no one's won back-to-back though? In like 20 years.
Yeah, I believe you're correct on that.
So
but I also don't think the Commanders / Redskins have ever won it. I'm just saying that jokingly. I have actually no idea. I have no frame of reference on that.
Yeah, I think even the RG3 wild card year, yeah, I don't think so. Bold prediction, that's what you wanted.
I absolutely love it. I'm writing that down. All right. We're on our final segment here, 20 seconds of FaceTime, whatever you want to talk about. Let us have it.
All right. Really appreciate everyone in the league. I really do. I appreciate all the text messages and everything that we do throughout the week, even though some of them are really harassing. But yeah, very good job, everyone. Love you all. But Bax, your team sucks. That's it. That's all I got. That was 20 seconds.